Hello, everyone. This is Don Kingfisher Campbell, the editor of Four Feathers Press, and I'm very happy to start this series for the 4-in-1 books that I've been publishing. Already published two of them. What is 4-in-1? 4-in-1 means you've got four poets in one book, four chapbooks in one book. It's a perfect bound book. There it is. And on the back, you get the names of the four poets. This is book 2, features Petruchka Alexieva, Jeffrey Michael Jensen, Marvinlouis, and Lori Wall Holloway. Today, I'm happy to say that next to me is Marvinlouis, and he's going to be reading from his section of the book, and then we'll just chit-chat a little bit about it. But let me tell you a little bit about, I can show you a little bit about Marvinlouis. That's right, good old screen share. Hopefully this won't mortify him too much. His chapbook is called Atonement Hurts. And it says here, Marvinlouis Dorsey was raised in the San Fernando Valley and now resides in the high desert, taking care of a menagerie of animals. No longer. He has worked for decades as a kennel manager for a boxer rescue facility. No longer. Marvin has been writing poetry for over 10 years. Make it 20 years, man. He's been published in the book Out of Alhambra and many more. And in these print and online publications, the God Rest Its Soul, San Gabriel Valley Poetry Quarterly, Spectrum, still going strong, and Poetic Diversity, which is an archive. So you can definitely catch Marvin's poems there. He also has produced 3 books, Desert Prowl, Gather Pieces of Broken Glass, and Masquerades, and maybe more, chapbook-wise. In this particular book, he's got 12 poems, which is what I asked each poet to do. Wow, it disappeared there. And we're going to take a look at those. I'll let Marvin choose which ones he wants to read from the book.
You know,
and I hope I reappear soon.
Yeah,
But you don't need me. You don't need to see me. So do you want to read this one or do you want to move on to the next one, Marvin?
No, I've read this one before. Why don't we try another one?
We'll try another one. That's a good response there. And you know, another bonus from Marvin is that he's a great photographer. So he's got his photographs along with the poems in his section of the book. So that's just a even greater thing. What do you think of this one, sir?
Let's try this.
Okay.
What I think. Bone dry trail, young praying mantis, testing feasting a broken soul, folded in half, passing another day, like dead bodies on sidewalks, stalking what was, could be. There's a missing key, lost dog, a poet searching for the word that can't be spoken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, I was very happy to select these poems. Marvin, you were really on a major role. You were starting a major role with this set of poems. And look at this poem very quickly. One of my favorite things is that in the second stanza, you split mantis. So you get that enjambment of man before mantis. This is spectacular. Festering a broken soul, folded in half, which just doubles the quality of that image. Passing another day like dead bodies on sidewalks. Now there's an image. Kind of reminds me of a poem I wrote long ago. Yes. About something being dead, you know.
Okay.
And it's just out there. But this one tries to handle it, right? It goes stalking what was, could be, and that's that good old Marvinlouis philosophy going on, which you're only going to get with Marvinlouis's poetry, that's for sure. There's a missing key, lost dog, right? That's all setting up the ending here. A poet searching for the word that can't be spoken. Now, what is that word? We'll leave it to the world to figure that out.
Yeah, because I can't speak.
So that was a great representation from this collection. That one's a bit short, so we'll bypass it. This one, though, what do you think?
Let's try it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to scroll a little bit for you, okay?
Okay. One of the voices in my fucked up head said, "We all gonna die sooner or later. So why don't you stop? Stop dwelling on the tomorrow or yesterday. Stay in your moment, you silly fool." Another voice in my head, in my fucked up head said, "Yeah, why don't you just stop dwelling about the tomorrow or yesterday? When your black ass might not fall asleep tonight. Your black ass might not wake up in this morning you're dwelling on. Stay in your moment, you damn fool. Be okay with where you are right now." The muse said, "Where is the moment?" So often he tries to run from the flesh he sees in mirrors.
Wow, another fantastic poem. Oh, I'm having fun talking about this one for a minute or two here. Okay, so here's another feature you'll find pretty much only in Marvinlouis poems. I mean, there's other poets out there that may do this. Self-dialogues, the voices in my head, right?
Right.
And it gets into that wonderful philosophy, stop dwelling on the tomorrow, a yesterday. Oh, that's fantastic. Stay in your moment, you silly fool. Another voice in my fucked up head said, yeah, why don't you just stop? See, so that's that inner dialogue. It's just a great reading. That's all I can say. Dwelling about the tomorrow, a yesterday. Now, this is the point where the poem takes its turn, what many literary people call the volta, where the subject changes in the poem and it gets even heavier. When your black ass might not fall asleep tonight. Your black ass might not wake up in the morrow you're dwelling on, the tomorrow you're dwelling on. See, so that's saying life is dangerous. What about it? He says, stay in your moment, you damn fool. Be okay with where you are right now. The muse said, see, that's that inner dialogue. Where is the moment? So often he tries to run from the flesh, which is just an amazing universal statement, really, for us all. From the flesh he sees in mirrors. Oh, yeah. So just a reminder, in case I forgot to say it before, and I think I did, book 2 and book 1 are available for $10 each. You can get them by going to fourfeatherspress.blogspot.com or by contacting the post directly. They're all on Facebook, and you can find them by name, like Marvinlouis Dorsey. And you can ask them personally for a copy. Buy it from the poet, you know. Poets deserve to be paid. All right, we're going to do one more poem as a sampler, but remember, there are 12 poems by Marvin in this book, and there are also 3 other poets as well, each with at least 12 poems. So you get a lot for your money there for your $10. All right, what's going to be the last one? Oh, man, I'm digging these pictures, too. Let's dwell on that for a moment. Want to go with that one? Do you have one in mind?
You know what? Why don't we go? Let's try one more down. Let's see what's next.
One more down? As I flash in and out, wow. My mortality.
Let's try this.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Straight down the middle, broken lines in this crazy ass times. No gray areas. Is it my life? Is it my death? Don't have much left. I don't even know.
Now, this one's shorter. This one's shorter. I have to admit, it's not one of my favorites. But even in a poem like this, you're going to find something. That's the beauty of Marvin's method. If you haven't noticed, I meant to mention this before, but you know when he's reading it and the way he has it on the page, it's a perfect marriage of voice and page. Did I just rhyme?
You might have.
Straight. And of course, he breaks it up like that. So he's controlling your speed, which is wonderful. Straight down the middle, broken lines in these crazy ass times. All right, so that's solid. No gray areas. Is it my life? Is it black and white? Right? It's my death. Don't have much left. I don't even know. And isn't that another universal? That's what I love about the philosophy, the poetic philosophy of Marvinlouis. He speaks for himself, but he speaks for us all. Who knows how much time we have left?
This could be the last time. This could be the last time I read my poetry.
Yeah, wouldn't that be tragic? Then they'd be crying over you just like they're crying over Jeff Beck right now.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, he had meningitis.
That's what they say.
So he went quick. 78. And to those of us, well, you're not one of them yet, but those of us in our 60s, that's a frightening number.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to stop the share right there. And just remind everybody, and of course, I'll give Marvin a chance. If you want to say anything, you can say something as well. But I just want to remind everybody, once again, this is the start. This is the first episode in the new 4-in-1 series to promote the 4-in-1 books. 2 books have been produced, book 1 and book 2. And I'm looking for poets who want to be in book 3. To get into book 3, you just need to send me 12 pages of poetry. And it's very easy to find me. All you do is email Don Kingfisher Campbell at gmail.com. That's all lowercase, no spaces, as everyone knows. You send me those poems, you might get into 4-in-1 book 3. But for now, we can enjoy 4-in-1 book 1 and 2. The poets in the 4-in-1 series are also going to be featured at the Neenach Poetry Festival in Lancaster in April. So stay tuned for more information about that as the series goes along. Is there anything you wanted to say before we say goodbye, Marvin?
I want to thank you for the opportunity to share my poetry. And I'm hoping that as you promote the 4-in-1, we're able to get more people interested in the Neenach Poetry Festival here in Neenach in April. It seems like we're going to have a real good time. So if anyone out there is interested, let us know.
Oh, which reminds me, there's a website for the festival too now.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's Neenach Poetry Festival. That's NEENACH Poetry Festival.blogspot.com.
Oh.
And you can get an early preview of the schedule, which is just about full, almost full, right? So if you want to be a part of that festival, you should contact Marvinlouis pretty quickly, I'd say.
I would too.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Marvin.
Thank you, Don.
Been wonderful having you. That's 4 Feathers Press signing out for today.